Please be advised, Gaggle of Geeks contains strong opinions that may contain language unsuitable for young children. Now here are your hosts, Patrick Beatty and Chaz Campbell Evans.
Keep it change, you filthy animal.
What is up, my Gaggle of Geeks? It's time to talk about stuff and things. This is me, Pat. That is Chaz. We're here. Welcome, everybody, to Gaggle of Geeks, episode 54, where we're going to be talking about the Golden Globes, SAG Awards, why the fuck Jared Leto got nominated, and also Wandavision episode 5 to clear it all up. How are you doing, Chaz?
Dude, you know, it's Friday.
It is Friday. How does Friday feel to you?
It feels
sometimes
pretty.
Fridays are exhausting, sometimes they're fun.
Yeah, today was just mediocre, I guess. I was gonna make a plan to, run to the liquor store, but I have homebrew that I was waiting for like the Super Bowl to carbonate and all that stuff. But I opened one up and it's very good. So I'm doing good, dude.
I don't know why I had to do that.
Because we're talking about beer. I mean, beer makes you burp.
You did make me burp. Well, you made me a lot of things, Chaz. So actually, we won't get into that. We won't get into that first. I'll save you from that.
Thanks.
But let's talk about Sundance.
How was it?
Sundance was awesome. I had so much fun with it. This was the first Sundance where they were doing it virtual because COVID and everything. And you've said this, and I've seen a lot of other people saying it, that you were worried that Sundance films just weren't going to feel the same way after like walking into a theater and experiencing it. And you can always miss a theatrical experience when you're watching something at home, that's for sure. But I believe movies are able to transcend a screen and be a little bit more impactful anywhere you're coming from. If you're watching it on a phone, if you're watching it there's probably some little kid in Africa that has a little iPod Nano, an iPod Nano, and is watching a Quentin Tarantino film and is getting inspired, and might be the next Bong Joon-ho. Who knows? And so I feel like Sundance had a lot of really good films that I was very happy that I even got a chance to see. Crazy stuff happened, like my first review to hit 5,000 views, which is insane. I never thought that was going to come from this Sundance specifically, because there wasn't any there was a couple interview opportunities, but you're obviously not going to be on the red carpet and talking with people and stuff. So right. it was all depending on the review. So the review turned out to be okay. What did you think about? Because you were checking in every once in a while on my state of mind. How do you think I handled it?
I think it's interesting because when you're at Sundance, you don't really have time to do live videos, right? Because you're always trying to find the next theater to watch the film and all this stuff, right? And if you do get a live video, it's usually in between, but you're busy. But here, all the live videos, I mean, it felt very fresh because you just barely watched the film. You gave your honest thoughts on it, and I think it acted well as as a general consensus. And then I had a feeling you're going to go more in depth with these reviews, like written down. So it piqued my interest quite a bit, actually. I'm not gonna lie. And the one that piqued my interest the most was Nicolas Cage, Prisoners of the Ghostland. That movie is dope. It's just as good as Mad Max Fury Road, in my opinion. And I had so much fun with that movie. That movie was incredible. I'm excited.
Did you see any trailers for it or any posters?
I haven't seen anything for it. I'm actually very.
So it's so ridiculous when you have Nicolas Cage screaming "Hi fucking ya" at people. Literally, that it's not "Hi ya," it's "Hi fucking ya." That's how he's doing it. It makes it so good. Only Nick Cage, first of all, could get away with that without Twitter film going and attacking him and trying to cancel him. And number two, only Nick Cage could be in a film like this. This film is so weird. It's like samurai, Western, mashed together, old Western and old samurai films. And then it's got the Mad Max twist with all the costume designs and the set pieces. And it's even got some Tim Burton to it. It's very strange and super fun.
I'm excited for it. I'm curious to see if that hi fucking yeah or whatever comes as a soundbite.
Right. Well, we're going to talk about let's get started first with WandaVision. And you started my day off in such a negative way,
I did
Chaz.
not. No.
You started it in such a negative way. Is already taking a big doo-doo all over this. And so, what do you have to say to yourself? What do you have to say for yourself? And who do you think is going to come and protect you during this?
It would have to be me because there is a whole bunch of shit going on here, and I need to
All right. Welcome, Jay.
Well, before we get started, did you give Jay like a backstory of what I kind of said, or were you just like, Chaz is the fucking asshole? Come here and moderate.
I didn't say you were an asshole. I didn't say you were an asshole.
Okay,
I
you
said
did not.
that
Yeah.
you've gone crazy, and that you're cuckoo, and that you're stupid. I didn't say that part. I didn't say you're stupid.
I insinuated that you came in like back from the blip from Infinity War. So
well, reading that
Flips
made
himself
me feel
every
like
night.
reading that made me feel like Michael Jordan, where I said, and I took that personally.
And I took that personally.
Dude, I took that personally.
Well, let's start with WandaVision episode 5. We've all seen it. But let's first put this up. This is your quick spoiler alert because there's so much stuff in this, and I know people would love a spoiler-free WandaVision thing. I'm just not going to do that. I don't want to do 2 videos about it. I'd rather just talk right openly and burping all day freely about it. So. So seriously, GTFO, if you do not want to be spoiled on this, because
that's what
we're
it's
talking
like,
about
isn't
stuff.
That's what it's like, man.
Okay.
What? What?
Nothing.
So you guys have one episode together and you think you're better than me?
We've had a lot to unpack in our episode.
Yeah? Yeah, Chaz, was that your therapy session?
Oh, man.
Big Daddy Patrick is too mean?
No, man, it was actually kind of saddening. Jay's great and all, but I was just like, I feel like I have to carry this. This is weird. How does
it was
Patrick
difficult?
do it? It was fun. It wasn't difficult. It was good. It was actually really good. And we had a good conversation about episode 4. And I'm curious to hear Jay's thoughts on this because I gave my thoughts on episode 4 and it was pretty mediocre. But then episode 5 happened, and I'm pretty sure you guys are both.
Did you look at him funny when he's like, it's mediocre?
He did.
Yeah.
Here's what Chaz is. Chaz will be given any kind of free anything. I could buy him a PS5 today, and I could give him a PS5. And you know what he'll say to me? This isn't the one with the disc version. I don't like it. That's what Chaz feels like with all this WandaVision shit.
I would say the same thing, though.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's always pissed off about the things that aren't in it and not focusing on the good stuff that's fucking in it. So let's talk about what was in it. This episode, it's a very simple concept. They're going into the next era of television stuff, and Wanda has kids that won't go to sleep. That's basic premise of what's going on. The kids won't go to sleep. Suddenly, they age like 5 years out of nowhere, blink of an eye. And we start to discover a little bit more on the backside of what's happening outside of the field. But Chaz, you started off.
Wait, from the very beginning?
I don't care.
Yeah,
whatever your belief is. You properly explain what you're about to shit on, and then say what your problem is.
Okay. So this kind of picks up where episode 3 left off, as well as episode 4. So it's like a hybrid of both. In the sense that in episode 3 we see Wanda give birth, and then episode 4 we see the other side with Sword, right? Mm-hmm. And then it kind of merges the two and picks up where both left off, essentially. And as you said, the kids get older. They force themselves to grow older, and Wanda's like, "Don't do that," right? Mm-hmm. But she's also becoming more open with her powers.
And we need to bring up the point that Catherine Hahn's character, when she comes in, does catch that she messed up on a line and asks Wanda if she needs to redo it. One of those first parts where you're noticing that the citizens are all also aware that Wanda's controlling all of this and are trying to help.
Right. Yeah. Well, and so, that happens. And then the kids get a dog. And then Wanda's like, I don't know if we want this dog. And Vision's like, I don't know if we want this dog. But then her character, the neighbor, what was her name? Catherine
Hahn.
Hahn.
Yeah, the actress.
Yeah, she walks in with a little doghouse saying, "Well, I heard you guys got this thing," and then Vision's even like, "Well, this is kind
Vision
of
is really
convenient."
starting to catch up on this stuff. Like
Yeah.
he's
Vision
noticing.
straight up said, "The fuck."
No, he really did, and like even to the point where he's like, you know, things are happening that's different. What was just going on over there? And he really discovers it when he goes to his office and he's talking with one of his coworkers, and he's able to actually get them out of the trance by touching their temples, kind of all a Star Trek style a little bit. And immediately they're terrified. They have no idea what they're doing there. They're looking for their dad that's sick, and Vision gets another look at like what is going on the back end. Darcy and the rest of the team and Monica Rambeau and everybody are trying to figure out how to get back into the place. They also realized that the clothing that was on her body was Kevlar when she went in. When she comes out, the new wardrobe is also made of Kevlar, but it's all 80s fashion. So they're starting to piece together that Wanda might not just be giving a different reality in like a weird picture, but she's creating things.
Right.
So that introduces that the twins were created.
I have to say though, if I could have 80s clothing made out of Kevlar, that would be super dope.
Oh yeah, totally.
Just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm. I should put up a banner. You guys keep talking. I'm going to put up a spoiler banner for the WandaVision.
All right.
Just to make sure, because that spoiler thing's a little bit small.
That is true. One of the things I was kind of happy about in this episode was the simple fact that I keep getting a chance to see Darcy. I do like her. I liked her character in the Thor movies, and I even more like her character now, because it shows how much smarter she is, independently of Eric Selvig or Jane Foster. So I really like how they're giving her a chance to like show, okay, Selvig is got shield, I have sword, and then as we know, Jane Foster is probably just going to be Thor. But that's besides the point.
You know what my biggest complaint was, though, Jay?
Yeah.
That part when they were talking about Captain Marvel and Scarlet Witch overpowering Thanos. That's the only real nitpick that I had with this episode, because it was like, who was there? Who in the world who was sitting in the back with a smartphone filming all the stuff happening? So you could even say that Scarlet Witch almost had Thanos and that Captain Marvel almost did. And notice Monica Rambeau did not look happy to have Captain Marvel referenced. She didn't like that.
Yes. Yeah, I was a little bit upset about that myself. I was like, where the fuck were y'all?
I just felt like fan service for fan service's sake. Had nothing to do with the story. It was just like a little thing.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
This whole episode was that. What?
Really, Chaz? Because it wasn't. It explained more. You get to see what Wanda's able to do. You get to know that Wanda is very much aware that people are trying to enter in when she comes out with the drone that they tried to fly in. They find this 1980s style drone because they think that if they have the same style tech of the era that she's trying to imitate, that they can fly that in and she wouldn't notice it. But as she's walking out the house, she sees that. Suddenly, she's bursting through the barrier, throws it at them and goes, "Is this yours?" And then trains all the guns on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s head person. It's like, get the hell away from me. Let me live my life. I'm out of here.
Did you notice that she had her accent when she was talking to them too?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
it was awesome. It was awesome to see that come out again. That was so dope.
See, I dug that part. See,
and that was progression. That was moving it forward, right? And that Vision is really questioning stuff and is now like to the point where they both are straight up about to attack each other at one instance. Like they both fly up. Wanda tries to stop everything by rolling the credits of the episode, but he's like, no, I'm not doing this. He bursts through the other way and he's like, you need to tell me. I don't remember anything. I don't know my life. I don't know. That was so good. As far as acting goes from Paul Bettany. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was. And not to mention, I do want to highlight Paul Bettany's two-step dancing skills. They kind of were Paul Bettany two-step dancing skills. So I do want to throw that out there. But it was great to see that Vision actually grew a pair of balls.
Oh, I agree. You know what, Jay? Come up here. You're up top. Chaz, you go down there.
I have to say, seeing Vision literally stand up to her, because technically he is the only person who can get through to Wanda, but
Mhm.
a lot of things did get answered again, just like episode 4. But I can keep moving, and it's uh, um
Keep going, Jake.
so
Keep going. Don't
so
worry.
it,
Don't worry
it
about it.
was it was kind of good to see Vision actually make a stand and do his own investigative reporting on what the hell is going on here. And not to mention, he actually openly admitted that he had zero clue of what his life was before he before Westview. He had no clue what his life was, and then come to find out, hey, Vision is part of Sword, but he was, part of his will was to be dismantled and destroyed so that he doesn't turn into a living weapon. So
Totally.
the fact that he doesn't even remember that means Wanda didn't get all of Vision back. And not to mention, it shows him still having the Mind Stone. So was she able to create her own Mind Stone?
No, because the way that it showed him when it does that quick cut in the 4th episode, it's very clear he's still got a huge hole in his head. Like all of that stuff is gone. But Chaz, what do you have to say about it? Oh no. Oh, we can't hear him. Uh-oh. Whoops. Looks like I have my own reality.
Thing. Oh, okay.
Looks like I've created my own reality. Very, very much what we're doing here, bickering at each other, is a lot like what the episode was, where it's just like, no, you can't stop me from doing this. I'm going to do this instead. And it's going to come to a head.
It is. Here's my thing. With Paul Bettany and Vision, right? It's revealed it's revealed that he is indeed real, right? I mean, that it's revealed that she did steal his body from this from the secret facility, right? And then resurrected him somehow. However, what bugged me the most about this revelation
We have merch for you at tpublic.com/PatrickBeattyReviews. Whether it be a sweatshirt, a Gaggle of Geeks shirt, whatever you want, check them out, and we will see you at the next review. Oh, sorry about that.
Okay,
Whoops.
so
Jay, that was a good trick. I like that.
What my biggest thing with that though is that it's explained during like this like briefing session that's 4 minutes long, by the way. I mean, I sent you the time frame, right? Like, I'm like, this is all expository. And then I'm like, they show security footage of her breaking in, and then that's it. And they're like, well, she took his body. I'm like, that's such huge information. Yeah, it would have been nice to see that on the big screen rather than like a fucking security camera.
Okay, no.
Yes.
Here's your fucking beef about this thing that's not even finished. You're on episode 5, hombre. You're on episode 5. You don't think they're gonna explain what she did after she took all of those pieces? They're gonna show that scene. They're gonna show that scene.
Are they?
Oh yeah, they're gonna show her coming in because they still need to explain how did she put him together and how is he still alive.
But
they're gonna have to explain
that. They're going to have to explain it, but at the same time,
because he's looking at a missing puzzle that still is being built.
I'm not.
He's like, I only see sky. I don't see anything else. It's all blue pieces.
Why do they have to introduce it through security footage when we could have easily sneak a flashback of her going in there and kicking fucking ass?
They will show that. That was your tease. Do you know how episodes tease things for next episodes?
Here's my issue with the show. They do exposition plus exposition, and then they show like they reveal a huge.
This is every TV show ever.
But here's the thing: this show tried to be different, right? With the hybrid of the different eras it was parroting, right? But then
you don't like that it's blending more into the cinematic style.
No, I like it, and I like when it gets into real life, like it actually cuts like through the widescreen. Like, I mean, I like what they're doing in that area. But where it bugs me is the fact that like they break away from it and then try to explain it to the audience like we're dumb instead of revealing it through her perspective. Like, I mean, like it'd be still more.
But we are dumb, and I don't understand what's happening, and I like the exposition.
Well, that's where we're different because like it
Because you don't
undoes
seem
a
to be
lot.
piecing it together because
Dude,
you're just getting mad.
It feels very anticlimactic at this point, is what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, oh
You're
god,
anticlimactic.
they're explaining stuff that we already know.
Loving fuck.
They're explaining stuff that we already know. They're explaining stuff that we've already seen. Oh my god! So if they show the scene with her actually kicking ass,
we've never
already seen that on a security.
Yeah,
footage.
but
What's the point? It's not teasing. It's just like we've seen this. We know. We fucking know it at that point.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I see where Patrick is coming from.
Oh,
what's the point of that stupid tease about the rosebud? What does that even mean, rosebud? What is it trying to set up? That's Chaz. That's Chaz right now. He'd click off of Citizen Kane in a minute.
And I also see Chaz's point as well. And that's kind of why I'm here, because I'm the middle guy.
You're down there, Jay. Moving you down.
Yay. Remember, you asked me to be here. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Let me ask you this, Jay, because he's not giving you specifics. He's not telling you really anything. He's like, it's just an exposition dump. But when you actually press him on stuff, he can't give you facts.
Really? Dude, how's that
he
not
can't give you facts?
Dude, here, let me pull up what I sent you. I'll also give you the exact timestamp of like the exposition dump.
I need you to actually explain, like, so an exposition scene is just never necessary. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it's necessary to move the story forward. But here's the thing. The rule of filmmaking is to always show, don't tell. Okay,
and they show
as much as you can. Don't tell. No, they told, and then they showed you a security footage, 4 seconds of security footage, and you're like, bam. She took Vision. This is revolutionary. It's like,
do you know the fact that can I also tell you this, my friend? Can I tell you this, my friend?
Yeah.
That they already had the deleted scenes in there from Endgame. She was already going to do this.
Oh, and this must have been the thing that Kevin Feige was talking about.
Endgame. This already was going to happen.
That was already going to happen because that was mentioned by Paul Bettany, and he said something about it last week. Actually,
she breaks into a facility, takes Vision's body. That's the end credit scene of Endgame. That's what was going to be.
That was what was going to be the end credit scene of Endgame, and it wound up being what, Spider-Man or something like that. I think it was. I can't remember.
And you're totally negating the whole character arcs. You're negating the performances.
I'm not. They're great. They're great.
Trying to find a little thing to like dig into.
I don't think it's
that might have a rash, but I keep itching it, and you just keep itching your rashy foot, and I'm sick of it.
But here's the thing, like for example, let's take The Mandalorian, right? I was very critical of the first season. I was like, I don't know where this is going, right? Like
be careful.
I know it's very much side adventures rather than the main story. Whereas the second season, if you will, they very much picked up on that story. So I'm open to this idea of this being more like open world, like open-ended for later revelations. But as of right now, they are definitely undoing a lot that they set up within the first 3 episodes. It's episode 4 is kind of when it started going downhill for me. But I'm not saying because like that, like for example,
most people say episode 5 is the best episode.
I know, but it's because of the end thing. But I'm like, we fucking knew that with the multiverse. Have we already spoiled the ending scene?
Are you really going to tell me that you knew that was coming?
Yeah.
You read a spoiler then, because no one knew that was coming. Dude. Jay, did you know that was coming specifically?
I had no clue.
Exactly.
It's the fact it's the fact that Evan Peters was casted in it before.
So you read something.
Dude, it was already announced. They didn't keep it secret. It wasn't Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian.
I would like to know where that source came from.
You knew, and that's on you. You already knew. You looked it up. That's on you. You didn't have to look it up.
No, dude. Here's the thing. It's like they're treating this like Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. Nobody fucking knew it was gonna be Luke Skywalker.
They're not.
Everybody's like, oh my god, Quicksilver, Evan Peters from X-Men. It's like, dude, this is all tying up the multiverse. The fucking course is gonna be Evan
Number one, Elizabeth Olsen never said that it's going to be a Luke Skywalker reveal. That was something taken from a quote, and all of us fanboys ran with it. So take that out. Also, this was not the reveal that she was referencing. I 100% can tell you, because she also said that this hasn't been spoiled yet, this person that she's talking about. So we still have 4, 5 maybe more episodes left.
$20 is Doctor Strange, and people will be like, "Oh my god, it's like this is the multiverse of fucking course."
You know what I'm gonna say? It is. It's Professor Xavier.
Dude. Okay, if that's it, I'll give you $20. That's it. I'll give you $20.
If James McAvoy makes an appearance as Professor X, or even Sir Patrick Stewart, I will.
Because you remember they were talking about a while back. Kevin Feige was trying to get Patrick Stewart on board.
That's true. He did say something about that. That was a while ago.
And let me tell you something else, my friends. I think that Mephisto is going to be a huge part of this and he is the main villain of this series.
That's what I've been hearing
who's
a
Mephisto?
lot too.
Who's
Yeah, who's
Mephisto?
Mephisto?
Let's look this up.
He's a
Have you
villain.
seen Ghost Rider?
Yes, I have.
Nicolas Cage? No, I have not.
He's the devil. He's the devil.
Yeah,
Also
he's
known
literally
as Lucifer, Beelzebub, Mephisto Felices. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. He is famous in the comic book for something very specific. And again, if you don't want to get spoiled for this, I'm basing it off the comics. Seems like they're basing things off the comics a lot. It could happen. However, let's see. Am I gonna make? Oh, who's this guy? Larry Leonard.
Oh, that would be my good dear friend Larry.
Oh, he called us girls. I don't think he's a good friend.
You don't know him quite like I do, and trust me, don't mean anything by it. He's just
Larry?
a really good,
Larry,
he's a really
can I
good
thank
mentor, a
you?
really good friend, and I love him so much. Hello, Larry.
I'm glad that you're friends with Jay, but fuck you.
Hold on now.
I'm leaving it there. Let's let that breathe.
That's my boy, man. He's been looking out for me for the last 12
And you're his
years.
girl, apparently.
Yeah, that's a running gag, and I won't get into that.
Oh, and he called you Jay. What kind of friend is this? What kind of friend is this, Jay? Nobody's called you this on this show.
Dude, it's for Jay Moore, duh.
No,
How dare everybody? How dare everybody?
It used to be called Vajayjay, but we won't go there.
Whoa. All right.
Hey, I'm cool with it. And Larry's my boy.
Larry, hi. I'm laughing at this. This is fun.
These are my co-hosts. Well, I'm their
I don't trust you,
guest.
Larry. I don't trust
I do.
you.
I trust that man with my life.
We're talking about Mephisto here, okay?
Yes, Mephisto.
So, what is he known for in Mephisto? He was Mephisting a lot of stuff, including in the comics, he's known to break apart his souls kind of like a Horcrux into different pieces. And in the comics, 2 of those pieces took the form of Wanda's twins.
So, okay.
That is true.
Okay. That's
Also-
interesting.
Also, here, I'm going to expand
That's
on this.
interesting.
He's a big villain in Thor. Now, who just got cast, who is a big name as a villain in Thor? Even though they've named who they say he is, I think it's a misdirect.
Christian Bell?
I think Christian Bale is Mephisto, and he's showing up in this.
Dude, I'll give you 20
man.
bucks
I
if
think
that's the case.
Christian Bale is the devil, and he will show up in
Man.
this.
Especially this goatee they can grow, man. Fuck yeah.
Those twins are gonna morph into like bubbly, nasty prosthetic things, and then mold into a body of this person. And Wanda's gonna be so freaked out that she's just gonna blow up everything.
Dude, I hope they go full like possessor body horror.
I can
Fly.
see them doing this
Cronenberg.
for real because Kevin Feige has also really wanted to restart a Ghost Rider
Well,
movie.
I mean,
like
okay.
they're going into this realm. At Multiverse of Madness, all has to do with the Nightmare realm as well, where Mephisto is a big part of.
Right. Well, and if they do
And
go
you-
into this, if they do go into this, then that means basically, dude, that's exciting. Sam Raimi, because here's the thing: I recently watched Spider-Man 2, and there's a scene with Dr. Octopus, like with the surgery with his arms. You know, it's very much set up like as a horror film. And I'm wondering if Disney's going to give him more creative freedom to even go more into that horror verse. You know.
I think we got that. I think that's what's going to happen. And
I'm
I
excited.
think that we're going to see multiverse. Doctor Strange is going to come and explain why Evan Peters is in there. Why it's this Quicksilver, because she's already mentioned, and this happened. Oh, another thing I don't like about this episode is that they killed the dog. Don't you ever kill the dog?
That's,
Yeah,
that's the main
John Wick
reason.
style revenge story. Unless there's a John Wick revenge story tied up right after.
It's Keanu Reeves. Surprise.
Here's my thoughts on the dog dying. Because what if the dog was already dead? Like the whole
that's
town
fucked
is kind
Like they just brought a corpse dog. Jesus.
No, you got to look at the area in which the town is in. Because remember, in the first episode, they said they don't even know what Westview is because they're from Eastview. So the whole town itself could be fake. But what if it was just happened to be implanted on ground where something was killed and stuff like that? Look there.
But I don't think that it's gonna be a dead dog was dead the whole time. if I'm being real. But I don't like that
hope
they
not.
killed the dog, and it was really only used in service of explaining to the kids that she can't bring people back from the dead, which is explaining to me why this Quicksilver specifically is back. If you check the captions when you're watching the film, they literally say it's Quicksilver from the X-Men films. So they're not trying to say that it's a recast. Even though they say they recast him, they will explain that this is from a different parallel universe.
Okay, but dude, that kind of undoes everything then, because if she can't bring somebody back to life, then how is she able to bring Vision back to life?
Because she made a deal with Mephisto, and that's why all this is happening.
Yep.
No, dude.
That's why she can't do
no.
That's why she can't explain some of the stuff that's happening, because she's not doing it. And that's why everybody's like, how is she doing this? It's way more powerful than she's ever been. It's because someone's helping her. And she doesn't realize it, maybe. She made a deal with the devil to get Vision back. Dude, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty metal.
I would have to agree with that. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Totally.
I think that works. What else do we have to say about this episode before we move on?
If that was mediocre.
My God.
I think it's because I really think it's because of just the exposition stuff, and it's the same formula that all these episodes are following. But like, it doesn't mean I'm not intrigued to like keep watching, because I guess I am. But like, I don't think it's as great as people are claiming it to be, because like, I also think a lot of the greatness of it is if you are a huge fan, you know, if you do know comic books, and by all means, this might be like the holy grail in that sense. But if you don't know that, then it's just like, it's an average show, and you're curious where it's going to go, even though it does have a lot of issues on the outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure.
But I mean, that kind of follows suit with all the Marvel films. I mean, they all have like their own issues, but like they're still fun to watch.
I think you're nitpicky, but that's just me.
Dude,
This is the same person that went on Twitter to randomly just attack Mad Max Fury Road for no reason at all.
Whoa. No.
I was just like, you know what? I'm not doing anything with my day. I'm bored. Let's fuck with Patrick's favorite movie of 2000, whatever it came out.
No, motherfucker. Here's the thing. No.
2017.
2015.
Like this guy's sitting here being like, hey, look at this orange. Isn't it so much worse than this apple? Oh, they're the same. And they suck.
Backstory. I had a debate in Mad Max Fury Road. And by the way, it's one of my top movies, okay? That's what I'm saying. It's one of my top movies.
You say that now as a qualifier, so you can say
No. One of my friends, though, messaged me last night saying, how does this make you feel? Because she wasn't a fan of Mad Max. Like, she doesn't think it deserves the 97. And I'm like, you're right, it deserves more. But she's like, how does this make you feel? Arrival has a 7.9 on Metacritic, whereas Mad Max has an 8.1. And I'm just like, whoa. Arrival has a lesser score? Like, what the fuck? I mean, you know, I have like a tattoo of that, right? Like.
So you got mad. You got mad at a Rotten Tomatoes thing.
I did. And then I'm like, well, what's Interstellar's Metascore? Because I know Interstellar has like 72% on Rotten Tomatoes, right? But it has like an 8.6 on Metacritic. And I'm like, how does Arrival less than that? Like, what? I was kind of upset by that. It's just because Arrival was 2 points below Mad Max. And I'm like,
Mad Max Fury Road is better than Arrival.
Dude, fuck you.
It's way more streamlined, way better action, way better story. I felt more with Mad Max than I did with Arrival. I know. I felt more. Denis Villeneuve has a similar thing that Christopher Nolan has, where his...
No, Patrick.
Whoa.
Where his romance and his love is cold and heartless. Cold and heartless. We'll be back after these messages. We have merch for you at tpublic.com/Patrick Beatty Reviews. Whether it be a sweatshirt, a Gaggle of Geeks shirt, whatever you want, check them out, and we will see you at the next review. Or maybe we won't see you at the next review because Chaz will be out and we'll disband this entire thing.
No, look, I'm just giving you my backstory. I love Mad Max, though. I saw that movie 6 times in IMAX, so like I'm not hating on that at all. I think I'm excited for Furiosa. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so Arrival. That's where it's at, though.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's talk about the Golden Globes.
I am so lost on what just transpired right now.
We Wandavisioned you.
He
we're not
saw
going
my
to explain it either. We're not going to give you the exposition dump.
He just saw my Twitter rant, and then voila. So
yeah, here's what Chaz likes to do on Twitter. He likes to throw a bomb and see how many people will comment on it. And the thing is, his bombs are like the bombs from The Last Jedi, where they make no sense as to how they're even falling onto the ship because there's no gravity in space. And so you're just watching it going, okay, I guess this is happening. Who commented on the Arrival versus Mad Max?
Who did?
I don't think that was not me.
No, it was some follower that I have, and I followed him because he gave me some computer advice. He's a nice guy. But
well, my point is that this did not start a huge debate because it's a weird debate to start to begin with.
I only have 200 followers. Like, what do you expect? And all of them probably muted me because I was retweeting political stuff all through last year because that was chaotic.
Here's what I would say: that will help you. Go after Jared Leto. That was the trending topic of the day.
Did you get attacked?
That was the trending topic.
You
go after the trends. No?
Yeah, I would agree because I'm sitting here looking at it right now.
I love your hair, Chaz.
I'm
so freaking jealous of it.
Yeah, it is, man. It's
upsetting.
It's kind of like, how do I feel about all my hair? And normally, I'm normally bald by now, and yeah, he's got the just for men, type herbal essence deal going on, man. Yeah, I know, right?
Looks so good. It looks so good. Here, let's give him the full screen. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your lady of the night, Miss your boy, Chaz.
Just took such a weird turn just now.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I love this show.
I love this show. But we do need to talk about Jared Leto because
have both of you seen the little things?
Yes. Yes,
okay,
I did. I watched it last week. Well,
so none of this makes sense, right? We can all agree that none of this makes sense.
I get it.
Not at all. Because if that's the case, where's Denzel Washington's name on it? You know what I mean? Where's the other detective guy's name on here? I don't see anyone else on here that should be on here. No, I don't agree with this at all.
I get it.
And I'm looking at.
I just heard something.
Oh, sorry, it's Luther. My bad.
It's okay. Just make sure we don't get copyright struck by this.
He keeps repeating it. And he keeps repeating it every 0.5 seconds. So it's kind of
That's funny. All right. Well, Golden Globes. Jared Leto. I don't understand, but let's break down at least film so we can talk about some of the weirdness of this. So, best motion picture for a musical or comedy. We got Borat, Hamilton, Palm Springs, The Prom, and Music. Have you all seen one or some?
3 of those.
3? Okay. And I want to get your predictions too. So first, Jay, what are your predictions for each one? We'll start with this.
I have not seen any of them.
None of them? You haven't seen Borat 3 yet?
I have not even seen.
You haven't seen Hamilton?
Borat. No, I have not seen Hamilton.
The fuck,
I have not.
Jay? All right. Well, now he's gone. Why do we have to take people out all the time? He back.
I'm a dad, man. And sometimes I don't have enough time to watch the shows.
I bet Luther would love Hamilton.
I'm sure he would too if he wasn't trying to rewind it every 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, Chaz, what is your pick then? What do you think of those? Do you think will win? Best motion picture, musical, or comedy?
I'll probably say Hamilton, but I want Palm Springs. But realistically, Hamilton got more rave. Yeah.
I can say based off of what I've seen from everybody else, from their reaction after watching Hamilton, I would say yes, Hamilton as well. I think that's going to take it.
I got a weird feeling it's either Borat 2 or The Prom.
Dude, if it's Borat 2, here's the thing. I don't know how Borat 2 is on there. I mean, it's funny, but like, I don't think it's like best comedy. It wasn't groundbreaking by any means, you know.
Well, we got to thank him for what he did to old Rudy there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if he didn't know that already,
Rudy almost showed his Giuliani's in front of the whole group.
Jesus.
So let's move to best motion picture. So we have The Father, Mank, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman and The Trial of Chicago 7. My bet, Promising Young Woman will take it. I need it to take it. That's the movie that needs.
I don't know. I think The Trial of Chicago 7 is really going to take it, considering the day and age that we're in right now. I have a really, really good feeling that Promising Young Woman and Trial of the Chicago 7 will be the two that will be going head to head for that. I feel. I don't really see The Father or Nomadland. No, how do you say this?
Nomadland.
Nomadland, or I don't know.
Like you're a
and
nomad.
Mank.
Nomadland.
Okay, Nomadland. Okay, so I don't really see Nomadland kind of taking
that was
that,
a big one,
or
though.
Mank.
Yeah,
and it was a big one. I just don't see it in the category of The Trial of the Chicago 7, or even that of Promising Young Woman.
Well, here's the thing: Promising Young Woman has gotten a lot of recognition just because of word of mouth. And Nomadland, though, was getting recognition before that even came out, and it was like a hidden movie. Like it was like it was barely playing at festivals. Like if you could get your hands on it, like it was the movie to see, right? So for that reason alone, and plus Frances McDormand's in it, and she's a Academy Award winner, by the way, for like 3 Billboards and outside of Ebbing, Missouri. So, and the fact that this is directed by somebody who's not American, to say the least, right? Like this is a huge thing in that sense. I actually think Nomadland, I haven't seen it yet. That's on my definite to watch list, but I haven't seen it yet. But I think that will win, even though I want Mank to win.
I think The Father is the only one that, like, if they had released it and everybody had gotten to see it, then maybe it would have a chance. Because all I've heard when Sundance 2020 came was how great The Father was and how incredible Anthony Hopkins is. But whatever they are trying to do for their release strategy, it does not work, in my opinion.
Right.
You need people that are just casual observers, casual consumers, I should say, that are watching it that can promote this, which is what they've been doing with Promising Young Woman. I see Promising Young Woman really taking it because, like what you said, Jay, Trial of Chicago 7 is timely. Absolutely, it's timely. So is Judas and the Black Messiah, but Promising Young Woman is timely as well. This is about what happens when you fuck around and find out. You know what I mean?
Totally agree.
Put it mildly.
What was that last one you said? The
Father.
No. You said something along with the Trial of Chicago 7 and Promising Young Woman being timely. What was that other movie?
Judas and the Black Messiah. That review
yes, that is
already
up
on the site.
I did, and I actually plan on watching that tomorrow.
Nice.
So I am looking forward to that because for some reason it feels like it just touches me, kind of like I don't know.
Oh, get ready. It's not a fun watch. It's a tough watch, but it's real good.
It just reminds me of like that 12 Years a Slave type feel that, that in a sense, you know what I mean? Like it's in between that and I don't know, Selma, I guess. I don't know.
I can see Selma. It has a lot of Selma to it, but a little bit more like Selma and The Departed. It's got a lot of Departed in it.
Oh, okay.
Because Lakeith Stanfield is not a member of the Black Panthers. He is infiltrating the Black Panthers, working for the FBI.
Right.
So there's a lot of like, is he going to get caught? Are the Black Panthers going to find out who he is?
So would you say that movie? And I know we're a little bit off topic here, and I just have this quick question: do you say this movie is on top or on par with Black Klansman, in a sense?
It might be stronger because of Daniel Kaluuya. He was pretty dang incredible in it. Like he transforms into his role. Yeah, that we'll talk more about that next week. Let's talk about the best motion picture in a foreign language. Now I'm a little pissed off. I don't know if you guys knew that. I already am pissed off. Why is Minari in this? Why is Minari in the foreign language category?
That should be.
You know how racist ass bullshit that is to do that? Do you know the whole point of this movie is to show the American dream? Has nothing to do with it being an international film. It makes me so mad. I know it's going to win, but here's the thing. I was listening to a Actors on Actors with Riz Ahmed and Stephen Yoon. And if you guys get a chance, go and listen to it. You're going to listen to two actors really talk about their craft and the craft of acting. One of the big things that Stephen Yoon was talking about was when he took this role, he did not want to see people looking at this as just an international film or it's just a Korean film and pigeonholed him in a role like this, that to show that he's more than that and that the film is more than that. And when you see stuff like this, where the Golden Globes people are dumbass bitches and think that they can put Minari in foreign language, I don't know if they've seen the movie. I'm going to be honest. I don't think any of them watched the movie because then they would know that this was the wrong category.
Now, was this one of those movies that is kind of like, the Little Things where it's one of those Sundance movies we haven't gotten to? Okay.
Well, Minari's soon, in like a couple weeks.
Oh, okay. Because I've been paying attention to movies lately, thanks to you and Sundance. So I've been kind of like trying to keep up with everything so I can stay on par with you. I don't even know what Minari is.
Oh, Minari, dude, it's so good.
I haven't seen really any promotion for it.
I don't want to get taken down.
Oh no, not at all. I can look it up, but I just I haven't really seen much promotion for it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting at.
It's crazy on Twitter. Twitter is all about it.
Well, I should mention the others. Another round coming from Denmark, La Llorona from Guatemala, France, The Life of Head in Italy, Minari. It even says USA. So what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Two of us is in France and USA. Let's just move on. I'm angry. Best screenplay, motion picture. Emerald Fennell from Promising Young Woman, Jack Fincher, Mank, Aaron Sorkin, The Trial of Chicago 7, which I think is probably going to win. Florian Zeller, The Father, and Nomadland. My bet is for Trial of Chicago 7 here.
I'm guessing Mank.
Aaron Sorkin, man, he really rocked it. He rocked that screenplay.
Yeah, he did.
But I mean, Mank's.
That's probably the strongest part of that film is the screenplay. It's pretty expert. And Mank is for sure. Yes, absolutely. But and Hollywood does like to get up in its own ass about its films. So there's a chance for that too. But I'd like to think that they're better than that this year.
But I don't know, man. It was like a love letter to David Fincher's father, who wrote the screenplay, and he kept it word for word and didn't cut anything out, So I think that's beautiful. About a screenwriter writing a screenplay for one of the greatest films ever. So I think I think it's weighted.
I don't know. Weighted like Gary Oldman's old fat suit in Darkest Hours.
No, I mean, if Aaron Sorkin wins it, like, fantastic. I actually really admire his work too. So,
okay. Let's move to Best Supporting Actor in Any Motion Picture. So Sacha Baron Cohen, Charles.
I'm mad about this one.
Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah, Jared Leto, The Little Things. Jared Leto, The Little Things. Bill Murray on the Rocks, and Leslie Odom Jr. in One Night in Miami. I think Leslie Odom Jr. was great in One Night in Miami, but Daniel Kaluuya clearly has the win in this. He clearly wins in this one. Like, there's just nobody, and I know you guys can't really say anything to this, but there's nobody that'll match him.
No, dude. Here's the thing. If Sound of Metal, the supporting actor in that, Paul Raci, maybe, I don't know how to say his last name. I'm sorry, but his performance was phenomenal in Sound of Metal. And
Riz Ahmed not being in it, that's a total snub. And let's talk about To Five Bloods.
I didn't really like the movie. Honestly, I didn't really like that movie, so I'm not going to say anything.
But that lead performance was incredible.
No, that was such.
Maybe Jared Leto does not belong here, and kind of Bill Murray doesn't belong here either.
Right.
I love Bill Murray, but you don't belong in there either.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
Strange that they went with those choices.
The Five Bloods, though. I mean,
The Five Bloods is great. I love that.
It reminds me.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, it just reminds me of watching like all the. It has that nostalgia feel of like watching like Full Metal Jacket or watching all the other wartime movies like Apocalypse Now or something like that. Like just the way that the way the movie was filmed and the way the directing kind of went for it, I agree with it all the way. Absolutely love the performance of every single person. Not to mention, I'm a fan of just about every single person that was on the main script because they were people that I grew up watching. You know what I mean?
No, it's true.
Like I have a connection to them, and to see them kind of like all doing that was a spectacular thing to see on camera. Not to mention it being one of of course, Chadwick Boseman's final movies, or final appearances on the main screen, one of two.
Oh, Chaz, why are you whining? Riz Ahmed was already nominated in Best Actor in a Drama, so this was a motion picture or comedy. I mean, comedy or musical.
Oh, no, I'm
Yeah.
not talking about Riz though. By the way, I'm not talking about Riz.
Oh, the other guy?
Yeah, Paul Racy.
Oh, yeah. He was really good. All right, well, let's move on. There's actually a little bit more than I thought. Best actress in a supporting role in any motion picture. So we got Glenn Close in Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman in The Father, Jodie Foster in The Mauritanian. You know that one? Mauritanian in them. Amanda Seyfried in Mank, and Helena Zengel in News of the World. So I've not seen News of the World. Has anyone else seen that?
No, I have not seen that.
No, I have not seen that either. Yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot about Glenn Close. I don't know if Hillbilly Elegy is really the one that's going to be the thing, but hey, I met her in person, so she can have whatever she wants.
You did. You interviewed her last year at Sundance, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. And I cut out the embarrassing parts. Let's move to the next one, which is Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. So this is also Sacha Baron Cohen and James Corden in The Prom. Did you guys see The Prom?
Nope.
Oh, you guys should watch that. That's a fun movie. It's very fun. But
is it currently
James
streaming
Corden
right now?
Getting an award for a gay role when he's not gay, and there was a gay actor in this movie that was incredible that could have been nominated for it. Kind of insulting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And James Corden, let's fuck that guy to begin with, right? Stupid Cats. He showed his ass in Cats, and then he keeps showing up in these movies and gives a subpar performance in every one except for Into the Woods, which, let's be honest,
wait a minute, because I happen to actually not mind his performance in Ocean's 8.
He's in Ocean's 8. I already forgot.
In Ocean's 8.
I totally forgot about that. I had no idea.
Yes,
I've seen the movie.
I actually did. I own it. I didn't mind it, and
okay.
I honestly didn't mind his performance in Ocean 8. But as far as him being in roles that he shouldn't be in, I kind of agree. I would like to see him have a standout role, and if not, then just stick to what you're used to.
I don't want him in any movies anywhere, Jay. I don't want him anywhere. I'd rather Lin-Manuel Miranda, who's also nominated in Hamilton, Dev Patel, or Andy Samberg from Palm Springs. That's the list. So of those, obviously, who'd you pick?
I
Andy
wouldn't
Samberg.
even choose.
I'd go Andy Samberg, but it might go to Lin-Manuel.
It's going to go to Lin-Manuel.
I'm going Lin-Manuel as well.
It could go to Sacha Baron. That could be the upset because he was really good in Trial of Chicago 7.
Yeah.
He's very, very good.
Okay, but the movie it's for is for Borat.
No, it's not. It's for I guess it is.
Yeah.
Never mind. Change things. Okay, moving on. Best Motion Picture Animated: The Croods, A New Age, Onward, Over the Moon, Soul, and Wolfwalkers.
I want Soul, honestly. Wolfwalkers is great, but I think Soul hit me in places I didn't expect it to hit. So.
Oh yeah, I want Soul.
Made me cry.
Yeah,
it made me cry. Oh no, it did more than that. It literally took the soul right out of my body. And
how'd you get back?
It was quite an adventure. I'll tell you that much.
But how minimalist that world was and how much I still loved it. It felt like a Wii home screen. I was so into it.
I mean, for me, it was like rewinding all the way back to 1986 to the point where I was born and hanging out with my dad. Like that's how much I had such a connect. It hit me so well that I called my dad right after it was over and told him to watch it. And I almost cried with my dad on the phone because of how much that movie made me feel.
I don't know. I haven't seen the film yet.
Hey, look, I'm just trying not to tear up right now because of how much that really impacted me. Because it literally just reminded me, okay, my dad's sitting right here in the car driving, and like there's this jazz musician that I listen to. He plays an alto sax called Mike Phillips. My dad would play that. Me and my brother would be sitting here, but I was the only one like, Pop, can we listen to that again? Because that was smooth. You know what I mean? Like just listening to music. My dad played the trumpet. I played the trumpet.
I played the trumpet. Well, I tried to.
It really just kind of like it just touched me a lot that my life felt like it was animated. I felt like I was this older gentleman, you know, just reliving everything and then just following in my dad's footsteps. I can tell you right now, I have at least 3, maybe 4 of my dad's suits in my closet right now that I will still wear because, I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. That man is a fly looking dude. Shout out to my dad if you're watching. And he has good taste in clothes. And there's still one suit that I plan to take from him. So yes, it really did touch my heart, and I hope that movie definitely wins. And I just took up way too much time in explaining things.
No, you didn't. That was a great story. I appreciate that. Chaz, don't you appreciate that?
I do.
How dare you? You didn't even answer first.
I do.
No, I can tell he does. I mean,
nope. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But let's move over to Best Actress in a Motion, actually Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. So Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal, Anthony Hopkins, The Father, Gary Oldman, Mank, Tahar Rahim in The
Riz.
I want Riz too, but I need Chadwick.
Yeah, Chadwick
I want
is
Riz,
probably
but I
going to
need
walk
Chadwick.
away.
I need Chadwick to win it.
I'm going to go with Riz or Gary Oldman.
This is a legacy award. This is Chadwick Boseman's legacy award for everything he's done for the film community.
And you
absolutely earned it with Ma Rainey's Black Bottom too.
And you know who's gonna pick up that award? Who I would hope would pick up that award? I hope his wife is there.
That'd be great. Just like with Heath Ledger,
his wife is there.
it was sad.
Right. I hope his wife was there. I believe it was his sister, wasn't it? With Jared. I mean, not Jared Leto. I mean,
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Yes, thank you. But I really do hope his wife is there because his wife, even now to this day, is still trying to promote his name as much as possible.
I agree. I think Chadwick should win it. You should check out Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and you'll agree with us. I think.
Oh, it's great.
Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. We got Viola Davis from Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Andra Day, The United States versus Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby in Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand in Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan in Promising Young Woman.
I'm gonna guess this is the last two. I'm
gonna say it's stacked. This one.
It is very stacked, and it's hard because
the last three: Vanessa Kirby, Frances McDormand, and Carey Mulligan. If you guys didn't see Pieces of a Woman, she is pretty incredible in that.
She is, yeah.
But Carey Mulligan is, she's incredible. Have you seen Promising Young Woman, Chaz?
No, because I got it spoiled for me.
Oh, that doesn't matter. You should go watch it anyway.
You know, even though there are no, screw that.
So
even though even though there are spoilers out there and things get spoiled for me all the time, I still make my own judgment on it. So even if Patrick has seen it already, I will still continue to watch it unless I don't feel like it's worth it.
I'll wait to watch it until after like all the award stuff, just so I'm not tainted being like, "Well, I saw this coming" or whatever. You know, like you never know. Is that
what was that, Chaz? Was that your desktop? Why did your desktop just make that noise, Chaz? So strange.
Was I the only one
that heard that noise in my life?
I feel like Jay was the only one dancing to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's move on from that. Carey Mulligan's gonna win, or Frances McDormand. Between the two, I think it'll be one or the other.
But do you think Viola Davis has a chance in this category?
I don't, because to me, she didn't really do enough. I'm sorry. I feel bad saying it, but she didn't do a lot in that movie.
You're not alone.
She was a towering presence. Like, no one can say that when she entered a room that it was like, oh, she's not in the room. Like, she was there. Well, everyone knew.
Do you know what this kind of brings back for me, seeing her performance in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom? It brought back everything from Fences. The only difference with that is that there was no Denzel. It was Chadwick Boseman.
Interesting. Oh yeah, well it's the same writer.
Because same writer, and also it was directed again by Denzel Washington. So that's why I feel the same way you feel about this, and it is a very tough category to be in. And I honestly think that the last three, Frances McDormand or Carey Mulligan, even that of I even see Andrea Day even possibly making a comeback on this one, or even a shocker. I think Andrea Day might be the shocker if she wins.
I have a shocker, though. It's for the best actress in motion picture, musical, or comedy. Maria Bakalova in Borat's subsequent movie film, I think I want her to win. There's Kate Hudson in music, Michelle Pfeiffer in French Exit, Rosamund Pike in I Care a Lot, and Anya Taylor-Joy in Emma. I think Emma might win, but I really want Maria Bakalova to do it just for what she had to endure with Rudy Giuliani. She earned this award. Give it to her. She was incredible at improvisation alongside Sacha Baron Cohen in these situations that anybody in their situation would break, right? We all agree that we would break character immediately in the situations that she put herself in. Not only did she not, but she was incredibly funny in all of this movie. She was the star in Borat too.
Yeah, I'm kind of different on this though.
You don't like? You'd rather go Anya Taylor-Joy?
I would go Anya Taylor-Joy just because I think I don't know. It's just like I don't think Sasha should win for Best Actor for Borat or whatever. I don't think Borat's award worthy in that sense. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But she did a good job. Like I'm not saying she did a good job. She went through a lot of shit, but like also,
I can't comment because I haven't seen any of these.
Dude, you should watch it with your wife and with Luther.
Borat 2?
Yeah.
What is okay? Moving to the next one. Best director of a motion picture. Making up garbage recommendations. David Fincher and Mank, Regina King in One Night in Miami, Aaron Sorkin in The Trial of Chicago 7, Chloe Zhao in Nomadland, and Emerald Fennell in Promising Young Woman.
Now, was this Regina King? Was this Regina King's first directorial debut movie?
It might have been.
I'm not quite sure if this is or not, but I believe that Emerald Fennell is probably going to win with Promising Young Woman.
She's directed a few episodes of Insecure, The Good Doctor. She did a TV movie called The Finest and a documentary back in 2014 called Story of a Village. So this is her first feature film debut, but she has made movies and a documentary and some TV shows. Okay. She even did an episode of This Is Us and Shameless and Scandal. Yeah, it looks like she's been involved behind the camera in a few things. I'm glad she got a chance to push forward and do a little bit more at this. But come on, it's Promising Young Woman. I need it to be Promising Young Woman.
It's going to be that, Mank, or Nomadland. One of those three.
Yeah, but I really hope it's Promising Young Woman. It's you gotta watch it.
Now, do you have money on this, Patrick? I just should ask.
Do we need to make bets? Is that going to be our thing right now?
No. It just
Oscar season, because I usually wait for Oscar season to do my bets, and it's with Natalie, and it's always to get Blu-rays.
Because like with the Golden Globes,
really?
Yeah.
Well, so with the Golden Globes, it's a
good idea.
For my opinion, it's a little bit less serious than the Academy Awards. Like it's to include in television and all that. Like I mean, that's what it really is for. But I do think this gives you a good prediction of what the Academy Awards might look like once those are out and about. So I wouldn't place bets on Golden Globes necessarily.
It is a good indicator. So you're right with that. I do think Promising Young Woman's going to take this one though.
I agree.
And now finally we've come to Best Original Score, which Chaz, you're going to like my pick for this. Between The Midnight Sky, News of the World, Mank, and Tenet, I go Tenet.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I go Mank, dude.
Ludwig Göransson was great, dude. That I listen to Trucks in Place every time I head down to the studio to do the Good Things Utah thing.
Okay.
What about Trent Reznor? What about Trent Reznor for
Mank? Soul?
No, that was for Soul. Yeah.
Was he in that? Because I didn't see it on the list. He's nominated in it?
Oh, that's Best Original Score Motion Picture. That's the one we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
With Midnight Sky with Alexandre Desplat or Louis.
Jean Baptiste get nominated?
No, it was Trent Reznor.
Well, I want Jean Baptiste.
Any Reznor and
Atticus Ross and John Baptiste.
Okay, they give it to Jean Baptiste gets it. You know who that is, Chaz, right?
No.
So you watch the Colbert Show, the new one, the Tonight Show?
I don't. Yes. I don't have cable.
You're talking with
He's
Stephen.
The piano guy.
What? It's on.
Oh.
He did all of the score for Soul. All of that piano stuff was him.
Oh wow! Wow, that was him.
Oh yeah, he was incredible. I
Oh,
love
man.
John Baptiste. Yes, indeed. That's what I always say because he always says that.
Dude, I bet it's
Who
gonna be
would have
Mank or
thought?
Soul. Dude, the fact Trent Reznor went full on like jazz music
Whoa,
for
you
both
totally
movies,
discredit. And do you so okay? In this case, then, are you thinking that Ludwig Göransson's going to win for The Mandalorian?
he might win for Mandalorian. Yeah, Tenet wasn't
Wait,
as
but
memorable for me, honestly.
yeah,
Like of all
but
the Christopher Nolan movies, that's probably the least likely soundtrack I'm going to be listening to.
yeah, but when you think about it, though, you don't even see Mandalorian on here, and
No,
this is
not in there.
original score for motion picture.
It's
I
on the
was
best
looking
television
through the
series
stuff
though.
to see if maybe he got nominated for that.
Television. Oh, television
If
series.
he got nominated for that, then that's why he's not going to win Tenet. But I don't know. Tenet might win something, and it could be that. If anything, it's going to win music. It won't win anything else. I'm sorry, but it won't.
Question.
Hold on.
Best
Question?
So,
best television series drama. Who are you giving that to? You got the
are we
Crown,
going through
Lovecraft
TV? I didn't
Country?
want to go through TV because I knew we'd have a half hour extra after that.
Oh, that's true.
All I'm going to
That
say
is
is Schitt's
true.
Creek and Better Call Saul better win what I want.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's all I
So,
want. I want Better Call Saul to win as much as they can, and I do
But-
think Mandalorian will win. I don't know. Lovecraft County was really good.
yeah, I
It
know.
was okay.
I-
It wasn't my favorite.
I like Ozark a lot too. Anya Taylor-Joy for Queen's Gambit, I think might win. Queen's Gambit was a huge thing, so it's probably going to win.
Give her an
Yeah.
Academy Award already, people. She's gonna get it eventually. I know she
And give
will.
Schitt's Creek everything.
Mhm.
Like, just give it everything. You know, let it close out with everything it wants.
Now this
Oh,
is
yeah.
interesting. A24 only got one nomination.
Really?
Curious. There's a
Dun,
deep state
dun.
conspiracy against A24 that we don't even know about.
Oh,
Wait,
good
wait,
thing
wait.
this is.
Curious. I love that you guys did that on cue. That was great. Oh,
Me
God.
and
Well,
Chaz had a lot of practice in the last episode of button
Yeah, you
mashing.
I can tell that you guys
not
had a
button
good.
mashing, but we had a lot of practice in Gaggle.
Dude, we were fucking around for like 30 minutes before the show even started.
I can tell you
Yeah.
guys had a good time. I'm glad. I missed it. I wish I could be. I love inside jokes. I'd love to be a part of one someday.
Hey, Patrick,
remember that?
you wanna know a joke?
You remember that?
Whoa, where'd Patrick
Whoa,
go?
damn!
Oh,
Again,
oh no.
Jesus, and it begins.
I'm hurt.
Batman begins.
I need you to apologize.
I'm sorry.
Not you, Chaz.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, Patrick. Please forgive me, baby.
You
Please.
come.
I'm
You
so
kiss
sorry.
me from this side. From this side. No, this side.
This way? This way?
eh,
Or this way?
right
This way?
there. See this way, right here. I'm gonna dip in this way, and you're just gonna.
Okay, ready? 3.
Okay, we did it.
this
So-
is
Jay, don't worry. It's
this
okay.
this is a very touching moment for me.
Yeah, and you know what? Nobody's gonna call you Vijay on this show.
Do you want to talk? Do you want to touch something?
And I'll tell you what.
know, man.
I know that Larry was your guy. I banned him. How about that? Whoa!
You don't have to ban him.
Boom! Boom! You don't attack Jay. I go after everybody. I don't care. I go everybody. Everyone.
You don't. Whoa. You see how I was like, oh shit, I gotta
This way
stay on this side.
I'm always on top. Okay. Well, in this case, let's go ahead and wrap up. Jay, Chaz, both of you have been incredible today. Thank you so much. Oh, that wasn't the right one. Applause. You guys were incredible today. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having
Love
me.
you guys and appreciate everybody watching. You can check out Jay. Why am I telling the plugs? Jay, tell your plugs. Chaz, tell your plugs.
You can catch me on Tuesdays on my own channel at Jay Moore. Let's talk about it. I'll have another special guest on there from my very first episode. His name is Richard. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And also, you can catch me on Thursdays as well on my vlog called A Day in the Life, which will be coming out this coming Thursday. And you can also catch me on Wednesdays on Gaggle of Geeks also presents Button Mashing with my favorite co-host, my friend, Nate's Legend. Shout out to Nate if you're watching. I miss you, buddy.
Nate does good work, man. You guys
Yes.
record on Sundays and put it on Wednesdays. How's that been going? Do you guys like that?
Oh, absolutely love it. I can, you know me, I'm available when needed, so it makes no difference.
Nice. And Chaz, over and under Artists Exposed, what do you have going on?
Over and under Artists Exposed, we got new episodes every Friday. Today is Stephen McKeever. Check that out. And then I also will be a guest on Matinee Heroes on Tuesday. We'll be recasting Parks and Rec. So,
Nice.
Ooh, I will have to tune into that one and see how that one goes.
Very nice. Hey,
prayers,
Chaz,
thoughts and prayers. Yeah, I know.
you need to do Sundance next year.
Oh, I think you're going to tell me to go fuck myself.
I know. Hey, Chaz, you need to do Sundance next year.
I know.
And I need you to say it on air so that by the time this year comes around, our fan base will go after you for it.
Well, fan base. First off, follow me on Twitter at your boy Chaz so you can go after me.
No, not first off.
Hold on. Second off. I will be at Sundance 2022.
You will do 2022 Electric Boogaloo.
I will do 2022 Electric Boogaloo. Fuck yeah.
So help you God or Larry, whoever's more powerful.
So help me God or Larry, whoever's more powerful.
Okay.
In the name of PatrickBeattyReviews.com.
Amen.
Oh man,
Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we will see you at the next review.